Alright, you filthy degenerates. We're back. Back for another video. It's been a while. Been like 2 months. Been lazy for the most part, but I've also been grinding the tables, grinding tournaments, trying to get quality content. Hasn't been working out too good. Honestly, tournaments have been killing me. I've been getting pretty much min cash and basically all the ones I play, if I cash at all. And then when I'm making deep runs, I'm just making dumb mistakes and just stupid shit that I really shouldn't be doing. And I know I'm doing it in the moment, but I don't know. We're working past it. As far as cash games, we're up pretty significantly. We're up about $600, give or take a little bit. Had a little bit of a down past 2 days, but overall, most sessions and cash games we typically play pretty good. Usually I'm playing about 10 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents, or 20 cents, 50 cents, and with a dollar straddle. Trying to keep the buy-ins low and really just trying to grind up the bankroll, trying to bring back the confidence, grind back these tournaments, get back into the swing of things. But with that being said, let's get right into this video. Going over this last tournament I played in Club Not the last, actually, the first tournament I played. I got second place in it. Honestly, probably made some pretty stupid mistakes, and I probably got there by luck. But with that being said, let's get right into it. I'll see you guys in the outro. Alright, guys, so we are officially back. Here to review our first ever tournament on WPT Gold. So it was an $11 buy-in, or should I say 11 sweeps coins, because they used that tournament, not tournament, I'm sorry, they used that sweepstakes format, which I don't really understand it. I'm not going to try to explain it to you. I'm pretty sure it's just like a loophole to online poker. That's basically the same model, stake US runs, all that nonsense. So, since then, you can see the graphics down below. 513 is how many subscribers we had when we made the video. Since then, I've actually lost a subscriber because I've just been having posting. So we're at 512. 10K is the goal for this year. Last year we made around $6,000, give or take a couple hundred. I didn't take that well of stats. This year I have an actual app that tracks all my play and keeps track of my income. So we're gonna have a much, much better reading on how much we're making this year. So that's the goal, 10K. Not really a big goal, but at the stakes I play, I don't play 2-4, 2-5. I don't do these big ass buy-ins. I play 10 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents with usually a $40 buy-in. Max I'll usually play is 20 cents, 50 cents with a dollar straddle, and that is a $100 buy-in. But that's really as far as I go. Right now we're currently up about 600 bucks. Tournaments really have been the reason for that. If I didn't play in the tournaments, I'd probably be up around 1500, I want to say. They've really been killing me. But cash play has been saving me. You know, the life of a poker player is kind of, any of you guys play poker, have played poker a lot, you study a lot, you play a lot, you know the swings. The swings can be brutal. All you gotta do is just stick in there and try to survive and try to beat the odds, you know what I mean? You keep studying, you keep practicing, you know, I don't see how there's a way that you can lose at the game. Granted, the luck is gonna hit you there, but to me, skill beats luck any day of the week, you know what I mean? Any bad player is gonna get a good run of cards, but that's only gonna last for so long because eventually they're gonna make mistakes and you're gonna be able to capitalize on that. But enough talking all this garbage. Let's get into the tournament. We're waiting for our next hand here. Looks like in these types of situations, it's always good to watch the other players just to try to get a read of how they're playing their cards. It looks like, what position is that guy? Looks like he's a low jack. Yeah, low jack bet on the flop 125, and the dealer called. Turn is going to come another deuce and also spade. And then this time the dealer takes the aggression, makes him fold, so he called his bluff pretty easily. Moving into our next hand, in early position, we have ace five of clubs, or I'm sorry, ace of clubs, five of hearts, ace five offsuit. Definitely should have folded this, but being that it's, early in a position in tournament, I mean, you know, kind of want to be a little bit aggressive because you have to build a stack. You can't just fold your way into the money. That's that's never gonna happen. If you ever try to do that, I promise you, you will lose every single time. So you got to take stabs at it while you can. Probably shouldn't have called this, but let's just see what happens. I don't really remember. All right, so we get a straight draw. Got a gut shot. So we have four outs supposedly. We don't know. Maybe one of these guys folded a three. But anyway, nine high board. Don't really see any merit in putting any money in, but okay, good. I made the right decision there. I'm just checking it through. As you guys can see, I'm just being dumb. I'm distracted here, not paying attention. Turn comes, and we get top pair. But now the straight draw also completes. 3-5 gets there. Let's see what I decide to do. Bet out for 250. Not really a terrible bet, you know. I could live with it. I could live with it. See what everybody else says. Looks like they're folding. It folded all the way around. Too early position. Can't really read his name, but he raises me up. I should definitely fold here because he's repping a better ace than me. But river comes, another ace, which kind of leads me to believe that he doesn't have the ace, and I can be able to win this hand, especially if he checks it over to me. Bet 1675, and for whatever reason I call, just being dumb. And his bluff does not work. I think I made the right call there. I'm pretty sure I made the right call there. I can't fold three of a kind, especially not aces. I feel like if he really had the ace, then he would have gone bigger, like a pot-sized bet. 6-7 of hearts. Look at me not paying attention. Almost fold my cards. I'm gonna raise it up another big blind. I always try to play, or at least I'll say now, I've learned to try and play anytime I'm going to raise to keep it to the same size. Doesn't matter if it's aces, kings, ace, king, jack 10, jack queen, 6-7, whatever cards you have, keep your raises to two to two and a half big blinds. At least that's what usually what works for me because I've learned that a lot of players when they have a really strong hand, they'll overbet pre-flop and kind of give it away. As opposed to if you bet two and a half big blinds on every raise, nobody's gonna be able to know if you have aces, kings, queens. You could have the best hand in poker and nobody's gonna know it. They might have an idea, they might put you on that range, but if you're doing that with every hand you're raising with, it's gonna be much harder for them to get a read on you. This guy's jamming it for about $1,300. Don't I can't not fold. The odds are way too good to fold. He calls. Board comes ace two three with two spades out there. He is going to check it back. Turn comes a six of spades. Not really a card I wanted to see. We're gonna check it over one more time. Don't want to play stupid. He's gonna bet out for 360. I'm folding all day. Has top pair. River's a full house. Love it. Making right moves. I'm actually playing some pretty good poker in this freaking tournament. I need to study this and freaking go back to what I used to do. Lately, I've been playing like shit, to be honest. Just gambling too much, man. Like taking too much of a risk. I'm like haven't been patient enough. Need to learn to just dial it back and play play my bluffs right, play my good hands right, stop trying to get all the money in the middle at once. I'm playing like a rookie, honestly. And I need to dial it back a little bit and just get my confidence back, win some games, win some tournaments, and just play good poker, man. I know what I'm doing. Like I know what I'm doing most of the time. And it's just I get into a deep tournament. Like, I have a video for you guys. Yeah, I'll post it probably next week or 2 weeks from now. But it was a $33 buy-in tournament. I was in 10th place with about 50 players left, I think. The guy jams it on me. Covers me, by the way. Covers me. Let me just add that. I'm in 10th place and he covers me with 50 players left. We are deep into a tournament. I think blinds are at this point are at 5K, 10K. So you can already imagine how much money if he has if he covers me. He jams it over the top of my head with he had aces, I remember, and I had some stupid ass hand, like some ridiculously garbage hand that should have gone thrown away pre-flop. I think it was like Jack Queen or Queen King. It was so stupid, so dumb. And as I made the call, I'm thinking to myself, like, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? I had a chance to win about seven grand for first place, and I probably could have done it too because the table I was at was soft, and I was running through them until I made that call. So I don't know. Lately, I've been just going through my notes, trying to play some good poker, play solid fundamental poker, bluff in spots where I know I can bluff, and just get my money in the right way. Let other people do the work for me. Here we have pocket queens, and we are in early position under the gun, raises it to 450. I raise it to 750. And then small blind goes over the top, all in 4,000. There's no way I'm folding ever. I'm gonna re-raise and try to get this guy next to me to fold. Good, he does. We have ace jack. We flop a queen. We're good. All we have to do is fade the 10. And we forgot about this one. We river quads. That's amazing. This is the type of run good that I need lately now. Like, I don't know, I feel like nothing's been going my way the past like 2 weeks, at least for tournaments. Even for cash play, to be honest. Like this past weekend I lost like $260 on the most ridiculous shit ever. I swear to God, I couldn't win with fucking kings, I couldn't win with queens. I even had aces on one hand when I was deep, deep, deep. I was in the $100 table, so it was 50 20 or 20 50 with a dollar straddle, and I ran up some money, won a couple hands. I was up to about a buck 80. Guy jams it on me, $200 with queens. I have aces. What do you guys think? Obviously, I'm calling. Any of you guys would have called too. Freaking rivers a queen on me and takes my whole stack. I literally wanted to punch a hole in my computer. But, came back down to earth, realized it's gonna happen. Aces aren't gonna win every time, and that's poker. There's gonna be big swings, so we just gotta live through it, not get too discouraged from it, and just keep making money the right way. That's what the best players do. They play through the struggles, and that's what I'm gonna do. Believe that. Moving into our next hand, we're in the big blind with Queen Six of Spades. Definitely a hand worth playing for sure. Hopefully nobody raises so that I can go ahead and do the raising, because that is definitely what my mind is going to right here. Looks like my man right here is going to raise it up to 300. And I'm definitely going to call here for one more big blind, depending on, you know, the action of the small blind right here. It's raising it up to 900. Excuse me. And honestly, that was a good decision. That was a good fold. That's what I need to start doing more of. See, right now, like, the me right now is calling that in tournaments, when in reality, I need to be folding. Starting stack right now was 10K and I'm up to 16,000. Why? Because I'm playing good poker. Right here, I'm calling. See this shit. What the fuck I'm doing there? All right, so we get a straight draw, top pair, backdoor, backdoor flush as well. Not really much to do here. He's betting 1,000. Can't fold top pair, and then we turn the straight. Also have a straight flush draw, which is great. He's betting 1,200, which kind of tells me that he doesn't have a straight. I'm just gonna go ahead and call him, or I'm sorry, a flush, I meant. And river is clean, queen of hearts. I'm gonna bet out for, put him all in, see what he has. He definitely has a flush. And I feel disgusted. Those are the kind of dumb mistakes I'm making. Definitely those kind of dumb mistakes that I shouldn't be making. Those are the mistakes I'm making right now. That's why what I should have done there is out of position, is checked it over to him, and then let him go all in so then he could tell me he has a flush and I can fold. Oh, that turn was terrible for me. And as you guys can see here, it looks like I am going on tilt. I am going all in with my deuces against king 10. He flops a king, gets a 10, and there's a 7. But I can tell you right now that I am not done. Rebuy. So I guess it wasn't an $11 buy-in. Guess we're at 22. But first hand of the rebuy, we get pocket jacks. The jiggities, baby. You know what we're doing here. We're raising, obviously. This guy's raising. He's under the gun +1, and he's raising, so he probably has a pretty good hand, like king, queen, ace, king, king, jack, ace, jack, something along those lines. But I don't really care. I'm raising it up to 2,500 and seeing what these guys want to do. Seeing if these guys want some action with me. Because you know what? I don't really think they do. Except for under the gun. Or I'm sorry. Except for the small blind. He definitely wants some action. This guy's going all in. I'm calling. You know what time it is. Probably has ace king, kings or aces. If if I were a betting man, which I damn sure am, and he has pocket eights, okay, we got life, baby. Just gotta fade some shit and we're good. Let's go, baby. First hand of the rebuy, we get up to 40K. I was gonna put it in there regardless with jacks. Definitely have to this early on in the tournament. Later on in the tournament, it changes things, obviously, if somebody's covering me and they go all in the late stages of a tournament, they're probably saying they have a pretty good hand and I should fold those jacks. But early on, when you're at a starting stack and you need to build up some chips to get some life going, definitely got to put in a call. For sure. You got to put in that call. Got to be able to take a risk. If you're not scared to take risk in a poker tournament, you really shouldn't be playing at all. Because there's going to be times where you get put to the pressure, or I'm sorry, you get put to the test, and that pressure gets put on you, and you know some people really can't make those decisions in that little amount of time. Like you get, especially if you get into the late stages of the tournament, like I messed up on that $33 entry tournament. Guys, this is a $33 entry tournament that is worth $33,000 guaranteed for the prize pool. Do you understand how crazy that is? You don't get that in a live scene anywhere. You don't get that in a casino, in World Series of Poker, WPT, EPT, NAPT, whatever you name. You will never find stakes like this. Every Sunday they do a $110 buy-in tournament that is worth 200 grand. I think first place of last week won like 40K. Imagine winning 40K on your phone or computer. It's not possible. Can't do that anywhere else. That's why I love this website. But no, where I was, sorry, I got off track there. But what I was getting at was, guys, like, you get into the late stages of the tournament and you are genuinely making, like, decisions that are worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. If you get down to the, if you get make a deep run in that tournament, in the deep stack tournament, 200K guaranteed, you're making decisions. You get to that final table, you're making decisions that are literally worth thousands of dollars. And some people can't handle that pressure. Honestly, I don't know. We'll see if I can. Because let's be real, I never gotten that deep in no high stakes tournament. The tournaments I've always won, the biggest buy-in tournament I ever won was $22. And first place this was on Global Poker. So this wasn't even that good, if I'm being honest with you. This was, I want to say, guys, it paid out like through like 350 maybe. $22 buy-in. $22 buy-in on this website gets you minimum like 1500, I want to say. Like I don't even know. But I stopped playing on Global Poker. The action was good, I'm not gonna lie. And they had a chat bar where you could chat with the players, take notes on them. Really hate that you can't take notes on players. Definitely be messing me up because I don't play with no damn notebook next to me. The hell I look like. Moving into our next hand, we are under the gun +1 with Queen King offsuit. Realistically, looking at this clip, I definitely should be folding this hand, I want to say. But it's only a two big blind. We flop backdoor flush draw, gut shot to the straight. Not really a terrible board for us. I think this is going to connect much more with us than it is with him. That is for sure. Betting another two big blinds, we're definitely calling. Turn comes a two of spades. Doesn't really change anything. Now he's checking. I'm checking it back. Realistically, I think I should put some money in the middle there. Because now I'm kind of giving up that I don't have anything. Let's see what he does. He has 10,000 behind, so he doesn't have a big stack. He only has 20 big blinds, which is pretty bad. I'm gonna put 2,243 in the middle. He's not snap calling, so he definitely doesn't have the ace. Could have a 10 though. And he's gonna fold. Perfect. Another 7K shipped to us. We have 47K in our stack. At this point, we're in third place with, it looks like 84 players left. So we're in level 9 at this point, but I think most of these tournaments end registration around level 14. So we got a ways to go. All right, flop comes ace, king, king. I have two pair, bottom two pair. I'm good, definitely folding. Look at my ugly ass. What the hell am I doing? Might have to cover this up. All right, moving on to our next hand. Under the gun, king, queen offsuit. Again, I definitely should be folding this hand. Look at me not paying attention. Terrible. I'm playing like shit. I'm not playing that bad. Making some pretty bad decisions under the gun, though. I need to be folding most of my range under the gun. But instead, I'm calling this guy's all in. Dumb. Blinds at this point have moved up to 400, 800. Okay, pretty big pot run, and we luck, thankfully. Oh, Jesus, I forgot about this one. Thankfully, we flop a straight. He's gonna check it back to me. Kinda have to bet now. Just gonna go for value. Two big blinds. He's gonna raise it up. I love to see it. We raise him up. 4,800. Board bricks. River bricks. Seven of spades. We're gonna put him all in. He does not want no action with us, baby. Let's go. Another 56K pot shipped to us. We have 64,000 in our stack. Pretty sure that's going to move us into first or second place. Has to. And in the small blind with 8-5 offsuit, I think you guys can already. I don't need to show you guys the rest of that one. You guys know what I did there. If you ever call that, you're doing something wrong in poker. Unless the guy has a really, really short stack. Like, really short stack. Like, two big blinds. Never call that. We're gonna raise it up. He's going all in. I'm definitely calling because you know what I'm feeling ballsy. He has ace nine. We're beating him. We flop. A jack on the flop, baby. We sealed the deal. Get him out. He was on tilt. He had to go. Get another big pot shipped my way. Moving into our next decent hand. We're in fourth place with looks like about 88 players. And I believe at this point we already passed the late registration. So I think we're already good there. We just need to get in the money now. And like I said, guys, this is another one of my issues I've noticed. I overplay my ace pairings a little too much, especially when I start winning pots. When I start winning pots, then I definitely like just, I don't know. I just start going crazy. I start getting a little loose, start playing overly aggressive, and I need to learn to dial that back. Like right there, I made the right call. I made the right call on that one. Ace Jack. He had King 10. Like, luckily, as you guys saw there, I rivered an ace and beat him. So thankfully, we got there and got him out because I did not want to lose. That's that amount of money. Keep somebody in the tournament. But we're in second place, guys. Blinds are 500, 1,000 with a 150 ante. Moving into our next hand, in the small blind, we have Ace King off. Again, another one of those hands, guys. Let's see how I play. Let's see how I proceed. Like I said, good, good. Keep the raises the same. Two, 2.5 big blinds. We flop top pair. Ace 5-4, two diamonds out there. Him having two threes, 2-3 would suck, but obviously he doesn't. I only bet out for a little bit over one big blind. I don't know why I didn't just call. I probably should have checked it over to him. See, that's what I'm saying. Overplaying. Probably should have checked it over to him, let him do most of the work for me. But hey, this is why we watch these videos. Taking notes, figuring out the mistakes, we're plugging the holes, plugging the leaks, making sure, we're playing good fundamental poker, try to win money, you know what I mean? It's a good thing I'm doing this too. It's been too long. Way too fucking long. Alright. Board comes Jack Jack 6, Rainbow. He bets out for 1,200. I'm not really buying it, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Turn comes a 5 of clubs. Brings in the flush draw. See what he does. He's betting out again, and now, betting the flop, betting the turn, probably was gonna go all in on the river. He had the jack most likely. Had the jack most likely, or he had some kind of ace high, and he got me off of it. But congrats to him. Moving into our next hand, we have Ace King of Spades. Obviously, we're going to raise it up to 3,600. Just one more big blind on top of his. See what happens in this wonderful little pot. I snap call him. He has Ace Jack. Wow. Okay. And we hold. Very nice. Very nice. I think I need to put more thoughts. I need to put more thought into those decisions, man. I'm freaking look at me celebrating like a fucking moron. Anyways, all right, we're in first place. 74 people left. King 6 of clubs. Folding under the gun. Not under the gun, but in the out of position. I'm in the low jack. Don't really love the low jack. Low jack's a hard position to play from. Definitely gotta play some good hands or have good bluffs. But anyways, I definitely need, like I was saying, I need to put more thoughts into that decision. Not just snap calling Ace King of Spades. Well, I mean Ace. The fact that it's suited makes it so much better. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing my strategy. I'm probably gonna still keep calling that. He had a short stack too. Like I think it was worth it. Moving into our next hand, we're in the dealer position with Ace Queen off. Flop comes King Jack Deuce with two diamonds. Think we're just going to check this through. Nope, never mind. We are actually going to fold. We're still making conscious decisions and not just jamming it like a moron. And we would have had a straight, but this guy had a flush. So chilling. Made the right move. Right call, baby. Moving into our next hand under the gun. Ace Jack offsuit. I'm raising it way too high. This is what I was telling you guys about. I start winning pots, I win these big pots, and then I play overly aggressive. I start putting the pressure on people, but then that shit bites me in the ass when somebody has aces, and I jam it over them with ace king. Now, see, if this guy goes all in with 21K, that's obviously a call. That's 10 big blinds with ace jack. All right, board comes out, jack 7-3 rainbow. We flop top pair. Love to see it. Betting out for 2000s. Probably should have just checked it over. Luckily enough, though, he gets the call. Puts more money into the void. We're gonna bet out again, small, 5,000 into 15,000, just third of a pot, and we're gonna take it down. Nice. Always love to take down a pot, especially when you have top pair. But what's even nicer is taking down a big pot when you have absolutely nothing. That is one of the best feelings in poker. Even when you show it, this website doesn't give you the option to show your bluffs, which is a little annoying. They need to fix the software on that. All right, we're on the big blind with 2-4 clubs. Could raise, but smart move is just check. Board comes king 9-5, 2 diamonds. This is check fold. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, that's check fold scenario. We're not bluffing that. We're not bluffing that at all. All right, next hand in the small blind, 7-9 offsuit. Let's see what the table does. Let's see what they do. So we got a fold under the gun, call under the gun +1. All right, gives me an easy decision, guys. Fold easily. And he's going all in for only about 5 big blinds, but 7-9 off isn't good. It's not good. It's not bad. It's really not that bad, but I'm not risking that. Yeah, see, ace 10. And I'm breaking out on everything. See, perfect. Made the right call, baby. They're gonna split the pot with their ace high. Guy's lucky that queen was on that board. All right, moving into our next hand. In the dealer spot with 2-3 offsuit. Again, guys, I think this is just a fold. All right. Hijack is going to raise it up, and we are going to go ahead and click the early fold button because I don't want anything to do with this hand. Let's go ahead and fold it. Let's see what comes out. I had to have left this in here for a reason, right? No, don't know why I left this hand in there, but I'm not editing it out because you know what? That's going to take me way too long, and I am posting this video tonight, baby. So come on. All right, so in this current moment, we are hand for hand, so that means we are nearing the money. Probably just need nobody. Bam, right there you go. Congratulations, we're in the money. Only took us 2 buy-ins. And instantly into the big blinds with a garbage ass hand that I really don't want anything to do with. Let's see what happens. Everybody's folding. I fold. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So, in these situations, you definitely want to. He raised it, so I really want to hope it gets the showdown so I can see his damn cards. I really want to see what he's playing. He raises another 8,000. So he either has to have a straight draw, a set, top pair, or middle pair. Those would be my options, but I'm leaning more on the jack. Those would be my options. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right, in the small blind, 4 or 5 of diamonds. Shitty hand. Not too shitty though. I'm just gonna limp. I'm gonna limp. He's checking, so it kind of tells me he doesn't really have anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and check. See what he does. He bets out for 8,000, and we go ahead and fold. No diamond out there. Board's already paired. Don't love my situation there. But in the end of the day, I think I made the right call with at least limping in. I maybe could have raised it up to 1 big blind extra, but I don't really see the merit in doing that. Moving into our next hand on the dealer spot, we have Jack Queen offsuit. We're gonna raise it up to, I don't know what I raised it up to. I think it was one big blind. I wasn't really looking, but we're gonna raise it up again, 12K. So he's calling, which kind of scary. Now, realistically, I should check this back, but I've kind of put myself in the situation where if I check back, then I'm telling him I don't have anything. Now, right there on the bluff, you have to commit. You have to. Like, it's just, if you're going to bluff, you have to commit to it. I didn't want to go all in because if he calls me all in and he has it, then, that's it. I'm done. Tournament's cooked and I get him in cash. So I wanted to go an over bet right above over the pot to where it looks like I have it. And just like I did, just like it worked there, he folded, luckily enough, so it worked. If I would have gone for another 12K, he definitely would have called me 100% because he probably had either middle pair, maybe a flush draw, something along those lines, maybe a straight draw. I don't really remember what the board looked like. So you have to commit. I had to commit to betting that I had to set and trying to get all the money in the middle like a little greedy bastard. That's exactly what I was trying to look like, and it worked. Moving on to our next hand in the what is this position? Hijack. In the hijack position, we have pocket fours, make a disciplined fold. Shout out to Rampage. I know it's his favorite hand, and honestly, definitely has helped me out. That has helped me out a lot. I definitely have hit a set multiple times with that hand. But with that being said, moving into our next hand, that was a weird transition. I don't know why that did that. But we have King Jack offsuit in the big blind. Blinds are now 3,000, 6,000. Small blind jams in for 61K. We're gonna make a disciplined fold. He has ace six. And unfortunately, guys, I would have won this pot with the flush. But at the end of the day, I made a disciplined fold. I do believe I made the right decision. He only had 20 big blinds. I'm pretty sure that's why he was jamming it. I flop top two pair, and hopefully he doesn't get a 10. He doesn't. And thankfully, the poker gods reward us. Very next hand, after making a disciplined fold, we call a short stack for, what was it? I think it was 20 big blinds. Something we call it off with ace queen, flop top two pair, fade the runner, and we take it home. We have now 191K in our stack, and we're back up to fourth place. 20 players left, baby. Let's go. This is where things get, this is the nitty and gritty. This is where things get tight. This is where the good players are at. Obviously, there's going to be one or two guys that got here by luck, but reviewing this reviewing this footage, I played some pretty good poker. Definitely made some mistakes. I think like every poker player is gonna make mistakes here and there. Here again, I'm making a disciplined fold. I'm glad I'm reviewing this footage because I needed to. I need to get back to a level head and play some good damn poker and make disciplined folds like this because right now I'm calling this. In tournaments I'm playing right now, I'm calling it. Stupid. We get pocket nines the very next hand. I'm raising it up to 10K. 10K? No, 16K. Sorry. Blinds are 4K, 8K. We get dealer and hijack or I'm sorry, cut off and dealer to fold. Under the gun goes all in. I'm obviously calling it for only 14,000 more. Literally only one and a half big blinds. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we're up against. Hmm, okay. Interesting. So I'm checking it back. You very well might have a jack. Luckily for us though, we turn a full house I'm betting small, one big blind, inducing a bluff, you know, just trying to get him. I go way too big here. I'm going way too big. There you go. There you go. Dial it back. 40K. Make him think it's a bluff. Either way, he'd fold. And beautiful. We beat him. Guy went all in with Jack 10. Flopped the nuts, three of a kind. Luckily, luckily I got that. I turned the full house with the nine. Nine's full of jacks. And sometimes you need to be lucky. Sometimes you do need that luck to pay off. And again, making disciplined folds, gets rewarded. I folded sevens, get nines right after, and get rewarded with a full house. Poker gods are paying me good right now. We're gonna jam this guy all in, obviously, with ace king of diamonds. He has ace king offsuit, and ah, I thought for a second there we were gonna. I thought for a second there we were going to beat him with a flush. But we get a small little pot there. We get a one big blind there from a little side pot. Moving into our next hand, we have queen nine offsuit in the small blind. Being deep stacked now with only, can't really see what that is. I think it's 17 players left. I definitely can open up my range a little bit more, play more hands. Still play good poker. I'm not definitely not calling all ins with garbage, but I could definitely open up my range a little bit more, play more queen eights, queen sevens, jack nines, jack eights. Definitely open things up a little bit. And oh my God, man, the run good just doesn't stop. We get pocket queens on the dealer button. Hopefully we can get somebody to raise us. And it looks like this guy's gonna fold. Probably should have folded. I probably should have just checked. Or called, I'm sorry. Luckily we get him to fold. Or I'm sorry, to call. What am I talking about? English is hard sometimes. Betting out for another 16K. He raises us up to 40. Obviously I'm calling. I'm putting him all in. I'm putting him all in for sure. He has Jack 9, and just like that, baby, he had me beat. Had me beat up until the river, board pairs with a 5, and we get saved. Right there, I would have, see, I just need to take a seat back and like enjoy the situation that I'm in because that was the luckiest river card I probably got all tournament. The fact that I played that hand so poorly. Not the calling. He raised me on the flop. I called. That's the right move. And then right there after that, once he turned two pair on the turn, I should have realized that and just called and let him go all in on the river. Because then on the river, I know I have the best hand. I know he's never holding a 5, obviously. But luckily, I lucked out on that one. Next hand that for again, I don't know what's going on with my transitions, but I'm not going back in to fix it. We get Queen King of Hearts. Board comes 9-5-3 rainbow with one heart out there. We try to go for a bluff. He raises us up, and like I said, guys, this is playing good poker. The bluff didn't work. We get back to it. We fold his overbet. Easy. That's how I should play instead of calling with just garbage. You need to play solid fundamental poker. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Flop on this board comes 10-9-5. We get bottom pair. Luckily for us, though, we turn. Three of a kind. Love to see it. Beautiful, beautiful card. Gonna bet out for 12K. Just one big blind. Try to get some value from here. Board bricks. I want to say it's a brick. It's an 8 of spades, but it does bring in some straight draws. Luckily, we bet out and he folds. Look at me, I'm feeling like cock and walk right now. Feeling like big dog, big dog Jenkins right now. You know what I mean? I think I played that hand pretty good though. Realistically, I think I played the hand pretty good. I think I've played most of this tournament pretty good. Just little whiffs here and there. Definitely leaks that need to get plugged. And it's a good thing I'm watching this, and it's a good thing I'm replaying this video to, you know, like see where I'm making mistakes and see where I'm playing way too aggressive. And you know, there's times where I need to fold queens and I need to fold ace king suited, and I need to play more disciplined than I'm doing right now. Because right now I'm definitely playing disciplined poker, but there's times when I'm letting it rip with way too much ease instead of putting more thoughts into things. Like on this board, let's see what happens. We flop top pair, but on a monochrome board like this, yeah, I should be folding, man. I should be folding. Blinds right now are 8K, 16Ks. It's about four big blinds. Like I don't know. I really, really should be folding. And then I go for an insanely big bet, 215K. I get it through, luckily enough, but I need to go smaller than that. I need to go smaller than that. Go for value because he obviously didn't have the flush. That's obvious now. That's where I messed up on the last hand earlier when I had to rebuy. I was doing so good, and then I turn a straight, but then there's a flush draw out there, and instead of checking and getting more information, I'm putting him all in. You know what I mean? Like right there, this guy bet into me 50K on a monochrome board like that. Telling me he has a king or a 10, easily. That's easy. But he's also he very well could have that freaking, very well could have that flush. And I think I made the right move calling. I think I should have gone for a smaller bet on the turn. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All these situations are, they're just hypothetical. So we'll see in real time situations how I play these hands. Just need to remember to go back to the basics. Play your range. Understand what range of cards your opponents are going to have based on the position they're sitting in, excuse me. Understand what bluffs you could have that can get through based on what position you're sitting at the table. Like if you're under the gun and the board comes 7-7-5, nobody's gonna believe you have a seven unless you have pocket sevens, and that's gonna be very difficult to tell because flopping quads is damn near impossible. Not that it hasn't happened. It's happened to me. I've done it a couple times, but realistically, that shit ain't happening. You know what I mean? So your bluffs need to be realistic. Your stories need to make sense. And I'm talking to you guys, but realistically, I'm talking to my damn self. I'm talking to my damn self because I need to remember this. I need to get back to the fundamentals and play good poker and make good folds and this, that, and the other. Moving into our next hand, guys, we're in a small blind with pocket threes. Cutoff is raising it up to 32K. That's only two big blinds. Again, another monochrome board. Don't really love it. With pocket threes, I don't have a spade in my hand. See, there you go. That's a fold. That's a good fold. Granted, I think I might have called if I flopped a queen, to be honest. If I had a queen, I think I might have called it. But looking at it now, I'm telling myself, gathering that mental note, and I know to fold that hand in the future. It's okay. You don't have to win it. I don't have to win every hand. That's not what poker is. If you think that's what poker is, you have the wrong idea. It's about winning in the long run. That's all it is about. Winning in the long run. All right. Moving on to our next hand. We're under the gun. We flop gut shot with the king. But two spades out there, don't really love our situation. We're in fourth place with 6 players left. We're at the final table, guys. We are at the final table. Like I said, guys, this is a time where situations like this tournament wasn't that big, so realistically, these situations only cost about like $20, $30, you know. All right, we got a flush draw with the turn, 8 of diamonds. Still, we can still bag that king. See right there, I'm going too big, too hard. Because right there, this guy right here, dealer, he can he can overbet me. He can shove on me and I might fold. But it doesn't look like it. He's gonna fold. And Millhouse, I believe, is gonna fold too. I don't think he got the smoke like that. I only bet about half pot, really. Oh, I'm looking at it. Never mind. I think my bet was good. My bet was good. I only bet about half pot. That was a good bet. It's just it looks different because the number's so damn high. But realistically, with the blinds being now they're 12.5, 25K with a 3K ante. So like the pots are already ballooning. And you guys see that damn smile on my face as I move up to first place with 6 players left. And we just need to keep playing solid poker. Keep playing solid poker. Keep trying to grind it out. You guys already said it in the beginning. I finished in second place. Really on some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I really should have won this tournament. I do remember how it finished, man, but I'm just gonna wait for the ends for you guys to see that. All right. In the small blind, we had 8-10 of diamonds. We do not flop anything. We do turn though, middle pair. I really don't think these guys have. I don't think they have the ace. I really feel like they would have bet on the flop if they had the ace, just like I thought. They fold. Another 124K pot shit my way. Moving on to the post break. Still playing six-handed. We're in first place. We have pocket threes. We're raising it up to the 50K, which is only 2 big blinds. And we're gonna take it down pre-flop. Taking down hands pre-flop in this stages of the tournament are pretty significant, to be honest. Just having 10 big blinds is already 200. At this point, they're at 30, 15, 30. So 10 big blinds is 300K. Yeah, that just goes to show. And as you guys can see here, I turned my camera off because it was getting late in the night, and my wife, wanted to go to sleep and told me to shut up. So we turned our camera off, but we're still playing. We're still grinding, baby. Out of position, early position, I'm sorry, raises it pre-flop. We are going to go for a big ass bet, put him all in, see if he wants to grind it out, see if he wants to play for stacks. I really don't think he does. When you're playing at the final table, if there's a short stack, you can really manipulate them because you have to put you have to put it in a position, to the test. They're going to want to fold it out and try to get as many pay jumps as possible. So if you have a decently good hand, king jack, king queen, king 10, ace 10, 7 8, 9 8, you get what I'm saying. If you have something along those lines, you really can get them to fold most of the time if you put them on. At this point, we flop a gut shot. We flop a gut shot with a straight and also a heart draw. Don't get there on the turn. See what happens here. He's betting 120. I'm not going anywhere. That's only 4 big blinds. And boom, baby, we get there on the freaking river. Love to see it. Gonna go for a relatively small bet if you think about it. And then when he called, I was so disgusted because I really could have put him all in and then just gotten 2 people out of the tournament. But I didn't realize at the time I was too excited once I got the flush and just made a mistake. But under the gun here, I made the right decision. Folded king 10 offsuit. That is definitely a folding hand under the gun. So, we're still dialed in. We're still playing good poker. We're not going on, I like to call it reverse tilt for me because basically what I do is freaking win a bunch of hands, and then I start going crazy. I start playing loops. I start playing aggressive. I start putting the pressure on people, and that shit starts to bite me in the ass. And unfortunately, as you guys could see there, I could have knocked this guy out of the tournament with that hand. Brought us down to, four-handed. But luckily, this guy's going to do the job for me with his two pair, ace, king, and queen on the board. Knock him out. Love to see it. Get lost, my boy. Moving into the next hand, playing four-handed. We're in the big blind with king, queen offsuit. And small blind's going to limp into the pot. We're just going to check it over. See what, see what happens here. So we get shit. I really shouldn't be betting here, but I like my decision. 1.5 big blinds. Definitely gives a story that I'm not bluffing, that I'm trying to go for value. So I like my decision there. Especially when he checked it over to me and, kind of tells a story that he doesn't really have anything. Moving into the next hand, playing four-handed still. We're on the dealer button with pocket eights. And guys, this is a folding hand. This is always a folding hand. This is exactly why. Honestly, his cards are not worth going all in. King 10 of diamonds is not that good of a hand to go all in with, respectfully. But he beat me. And honestly, I should have folded my eights immediately. Immediately. I give him first place and then, yeah, there you go. It's gone. First place is gone. Luckily, in our next hand, under the gun, we get dealt ace jack of spades. Obviously, we're raising it up to 2.5 big blinds, keeping our raises to relatively the same sizes as you guys could see during this tournament. And kind of, went a little crazy and raised too much sometimes, but I definitely think I bluffed in the right spots. I think my bluffs were good sizes. They got to tell a story. Your stories have to make sense. If nobody believes, you know, what you're trying to say, especially if you're sitting under the gun or at a position, you gotta, you have to commit to it, and you gotta really put these people to the test and see if if they want to call you off or if they think you really have it. And most people, I'm not gonna lie, most people won't call you off. You'll run into these good poker players. They'll know. They'll be able to tell, even online, even online. But yeah, just gotta keep playing good poker. Don't go on tilt when you make stupid decisions like I just did with the pocket eights. And just keep trying to grind your money back. That's really all you can do. Like right here, I'm definitely fucking going on tilt. I'm just betting. I'm just betting. 305K. Trying to get him, putting him to the pressure by putting him all in. And luckily it gets through. All right, guys, we're down to three people. Down to three people. We we go for 280,000 over his 160. And like I said, guys, most people are not trying. He tried to bluff me off with his ace. Probably had a worse ace than me. But next hand, we have ace 10 of clubs. We're going to raise it up to 80,000. Two big blinds, nothing serious. Flop comes king 5 rainbow. He's checking it over. Standard C bet. 1.5 big blinds. Look like I'm going for value. Not snap folding, and he's not snap calling, so I feel like he might be raising. That could be a very real possibility here. But nope, he's going to go ahead and fold. And we're in first place, guys. We're in first place, and we just keep getting dealt monster hands. Ace queen offsuit. Raise it up again to 80K. He's raising it up to 200. We're just going to make the cold call. Flop comes Jack 8-5, two spades. I'm going big. I'm putting him all in. And he calls me with pocket queens. Oh, disgusting. And we river an ace. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's why you need luck sometimes. That was such a bad play. That was such a bad play. And in the future, I won't do that. I will wait. I will gladly wait till the river, wait to see my ace. No, you know what? If I didn't push him all in, I wouldn't have gotten to the river. If I would have just called there and he jammed on the turn, I definitely would have folded for sure. So I got lucky there. It's okay. It happens. I got lucky. Sometimes you need luck in a poker tournament. But that deep in a tournament, if somebody's jamming in third place, I know now. I know to look. I know now to look that it's probably going to be queens, kings, or aces, or ace king. I know this now. Right here, I'm just playing like a dummy, trying to get it all in where I can. Right here is where, right here is where I die. He goes all in. I call with pocket fives. He has ace queen, and look at this BS, guys. Board pairs twice. Jacks eights with an ace kicker. Oh, it's so gross, man. It was just disgusting. And I should have folded. I should have folded. Looking back on that now, I should fold that. I should play it safer when it's head to head. I don't need to win every pot. You know what I mean? Don't need to win every pot. Don't need to. I didn't need to win the tournament right then and there too. Like it was just a bad decision. Bad poker play. Board ran his way. He didn't even make an ace or a queen. The board just paired twice, and it was higher than my five. Can't do anything about that except look back and know that I should fold in those spots. Moving into what I can only gather might be our final hand. We're jamming it with king queen offsuit. And he pushes us all in, and he has 7-9, but would you look at that, guys? He flops a 9 in a spot where we had him dominated and just can't find it. And we take second place for $346.58 off a $22 buy-in. And nowadays, this tournament is worth $10,000, and second place is about 1,200. All right, guys, I'll see you in the outro. All right, guys, so there you have it. Second place out of whatever number was on the screen. I don't remember. But second place, not bad. Got lucky. Definitely got lucky in a couple spots there with that ace queen. I know. After reviewing, that's a fold. That deep in a tournament, playing three people, nobody's going all in unless I got ace king suited, kings, queens, or aces, baby. And I'm realizing that now. So I got really lucky there. But all in all, we made some coinage. Since then I've made a lot more coinage, lost a lot more coins. So I just got to keep grinding, Just got to keep studying, keep practicing, get back to the fundamentals, get back to playing good, solid poker. If you guys like the video, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe. We're trying to build this goddamn brand, man. Full Tilt Jeff, baby. FTJ. I'm telling you, you guys who are here from the jump, I appreciate every single one of you, for real. And I'm telling you, give me a couple years, I'm going to be winning poker trophies. I'm going to be fucking playing in the WSOP, all that shit. So, with that being said, see you in the next one. Probably be a week or two from now. Deuces.